We have a lot to work on, people.
I'm almost getting the feeling like he's had enough and he doesn't want to do it anymore.
I'm trying to do everything I can in order to meet your goals.
They're not my goals. They should be your goals.
I'm afraid that our relationship is not be around for much longer.
Do you not know how serious this situation is?
It's ripping our family apart.
Money, 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 money.
My name is Kevin. I'm a licensed plumber. I think I make roughly 60 to 70,000 a year.
My name is Melanie, and I'm not exactly sure how much I make, but I believe it's around 10,000. I work part-time in cosmetic sales. I'm also a full-time mother. When Kevin and I got together, we had no debt at all.
Mel and I have been having a real hard time keeping up with the bills, and I was constantly getting laid off.
It feels horrible to have that amount of debt.
My worst money habit would be my smoking. That costs us huge bucks.
He's told me 6 times that he's gonna quit smoking, and it's yet to happen.
I like golf. And I know Mel's gonna shoot me if I don't say this, the truck.
It makes me so mad to see that truck every day and how much money goes into keeping it on the road. A bad habit I have is when Kevin and I fight, I like to spend money a lot. I'm good. Now we're expecting another baby. I've been trying to replenish my wardrobe.
That was a huge surprise to us. We weren't trying to have another one, but on the other hand, we weren't doing anything to prevent having another one either.
We have no savings at all. We have nothing. It's gonna be hard with another baby.
This debt right now is tearing our family apart because we don't talk about it.
Money's the only thing we fight about, and I think that would ultimately kill our relationship.
If I saw Gail on the street, I'd probably break down and beg her for her help right now.
This month, I'll help this couple move from red to black. I've been solving money problems for over 20 years, tackling everything from high finance to low income. I help people understand money and debt, which is still a huge mystery for most folks. And it's the #1 reason couples split up. So now I'm making house calls. Bad habits, silly spending, and unstable incomes have landed Melanie and Kevin deep in debt. Neither of them have faced up to the reality of how serious their problems are. Now they're about to become parents for the 2nd time. Let's hope they get this wake-up call. Hi, Gail Foss-Oxlade.
Hi, I'm Kevin.
Nice to meet you.
Hi, I'm Melanie.
Nice to meet you, Melanie.
Baby Rosalind.
Hello, Rosalind. First thing I'd like to do is just have a quick look around the house. I know these aren't Rosalind's cars. These are Kevin's cars, right? Car go boom boom. This isn't a rich household. And part of that is because the money's going in the wrong places. This is a pretty little room. But little is the operative word since they have another baby coming and I don't know where they're going to squeeze it.
It doesn't take this long to go through our house.
Wow, look at the size of this truck. You might think that Kevin needs a truck like this because he's a plumber and he needs to haul his stuff around. Nope, he has it because he wanted it. You're in a big mess. You're 20 years old with 1 baby.
Yes.
And now you're pregnant again.
Yes.
You're in a financial mess and you're kicking out babies like they're kittens. Where is the plan?
We don't have one.
You want the best for your family?
Oh, doesn't everybody?
Either you are the worst plumber in the world or lazy. You can't wait for somebody to call you to work.
I was a little mad. Like, I don't take hard criticism like that very well just because of my temper and my attitude.
What do you suppose you spend on cigarettes in a month?
I was spending almost $300 a month on smokes.
$300 a month up in smoke, $3,600 a year. I mean, it's his money, it's not your money.
I know.
Wrong. Not true.
Right.
The day he married you was the day he said, I am responsible for you, just as you are responsible for me. You're lonely.
That's it.
You feel like you're carrying this all by yourself. How long do you suppose you'll survive in this relationship?
Not long.
Do you want to be a single mom with 2 children?
No.
You want to never see your babies?
No, I want to be around them all the time.
We have a lot to work on, people. This shows you where your money's going.
Okay.
You thought you had between $30,000 and $35,000 worth of debt? It's not.
It's about 10,000 more than I thought.
This is debt by 1,000 cuts. Because look at all the little tiny amounts. You have 15 creditors. Here you have a payment of $18 on a debt of $456.
Yeah.
10 of that is going to interest.
Yeah.
So you're making a payment of $8, which means it'll take you 5 years to pay off $500. You are not committed to debt repayment because it's only $500.
I feel pretty stupid right now.
When you look at your transportation costs, you're spending 32% of your income, which is more than double what you should be spending on transportation.
Right.
Okay? Life is things like your groceries, medical costs, entertainment. Life is costing you 3 times almost what it should. You are overspending each and every month by $1,900. And if you keep it up in 5 years, you'll owe $200,000. And that's without your own roof over your head.
I felt disappointed in both Kevin and I for not being smarter with this and letting it get that far out of control.
Will you do anything I say to stop this from happening?
Yes.
I will do anything you want me to do.
So over the next few weeks, I'm going to give you a series of challenges to do. You do these challenges to my satisfaction, and I'll give you up to $5,000 to help you deal with this debt. You don't do the challenges, you don't get the money. You have the wrong attitude, you don't get the money.
I'll try and keep my attitude in check.
That's good. So we have to get your budget in line. Okay. We have to get you on a serious debt repayment plan.
Right?
We have to get you working together, really communicating. I want your credit cards and your debit cards.
Right.
So scram, go get them for me. The security of Melanie and Kevin's young family is threatened by their growing consumer debt.
I hate the fact that I'm only 20 years old and I have all this debt hanging under me.
Even though he's a licensed professional, Kevin isn't bringing home as much as he could be. Plumbers make $100,000 a year, and you don't come anywhere close. From now on, there's no money for big boy toys.
It's my money. I should be able to do what I want with it.
Or hiding behind retail therapy.
I think that if I buy something nice for myself, it makes everything go away.
For the next month, this couple will learn to live on a strict cash budget. No more credit cards. They'll complete weekly challenges to tackle their money and relationship issues. And if they're willing to change, I'll reward them with thousands of dollars. No changes, no money. You're a plumber, right?
Yes.
This is somewhere you're familiar with.
Always.
Give me those things. Want to see me do the dirty? Say bye-bye, bad debt. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. No more credit. And you're going to live on cash. But you're going to live on less cash. I'm cutting your variable spending by 63% from $3,300 to $1,200 a month. This is how much money you're going to have in the jars. You will have $150 a week for groceries. You'll have $87 a week for transportation. That's your gas money and car repairs. You'll have $28.75 for entertainment. You will have $17 for clothing and gifts. And finally, you'll have $18.75 for other, which is everything from dog food to banking to medical. When you live on cash, you have to write it down.
That's going to be the toughest part, is sticking to a $300 a week budget.
Which brings me to your first challenge. You're not going to like me very much. Your first challenge is a budget booster challenge.
Okay.
You have to find a way to make another $1,400 a month. The second part of the challenge, this is a really hard part.
Okay.
Get rid of the truck.
I knew that was coming.
I don't care how you do it. All the things that are sinking this budget are tied to that monster out there. Lose it.
It just totally crushed me. I don't want to get rid of it. It's my baby, so.
It's going to take pulling together to make this work.
Yes, it will.
So you pull together and I'll see you next week.
I think Gail's tough, but I think we're up for it.
In order to try and sell the truck, I've posted it to well-known internet sites that sell used vehicles and trying to get flyers up all over the city, and got a for sale sign in the front window. If it sells, it sells. If it doesn't, we're just gonna have to come up with the money so that we can afford the truck.
I have been trying to get some lines on some classes for my cosmetics business. At a class, I can easily make $200. The product is amazing. They last so long. I actually did have one sale for a skincare set, so that was a little bit of extra money. I'm looking at getting a full-time job. I updated my resume and I've sent it around to 4 prospective companies. All of them are looking pretty good.
I've generated more money coming into the household by putting in extra hours at work.
So you will need to get done.
I picked up a few extra side jobs on the weekends. I'm just going to be working my arse off. As long as I try and get at least one day off a week, just so I can spend time with my daughter.
How did more work go?
I've got a line on 4 other jobs.
Excellent. What are you doing?
I've put in 12 hours of overtime last week.
Good.
I've picked up 2 side jobs for this month.
How about the truck sale?
It's going. It's.
No, it's not.
No, it's.
It's staying.
I don't know.
How much are you asking for it?
I'm asking 17.
Okay, but that's $2,000 more than you owe on it. You may have to consider dropping the price below what you owe on it and sucking up the difference just to get out of it. How are you feeling about living on the jars?
We were $29 under budget until this morning.
I took 10 for a pack of smokes and a coffee on my way into work.
It's interesting that you mentioned the cigarettes because this brings us to this week's challenge. Part number 1 is you're quitting smoking. But I'm going to add a little fun to it.
Okay.
You smoke about 206 packs of cigarettes a year.
Yeah.
Okay.
That'd be about right.
You're going to collect 206 empty packages or make them because you're going to build yourself a house out of those packages of cigarettes because that's what you could have with all that money.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah. I tried quitting about a year ago. According to Mel, I just got totally unbearable and she made me go buy another pack of smokes.
Your job this week is to actually figure out what your maternity benefits are going to be because I don't think you have a clue.
Okay.
So part of your job this week will also be to determine what it will cost for the baby. Food for a year, diapers for a year, and then you're going to decide how you're going to make the money, and good luck with it. Kevin spends his money on boy toys and bad habits. What do you suppose you spend on cigarettes in a month?
Almost $300 a month on smokes.
$300 a month. He and Melanie have no plan for the future, even with another baby on the way.
Melanie being pregnant again is a big worry.
I've challenged them to boost their incomes. You cannot live on what you're making. $5,600 just brings us even. And Kevin has to sell his truck. If they complete these challenges with the right attitude, I'll give them up to $5,000.
The non-smoking, it's difficult.
He has no patience really anymore. So the house project, I'm wondering how he's gonna do.
To help Kevin choose between bad habits and future goals, I had him build a model home with a year's worth of cigarette packages as his building blocks.
Definitely starting to get a little annoying. You gotta do it to keep Gail happy and hopefully get the money.
Melanie struggled with her challenge too.
I've never figured out how much a baby was actually gonna cost. $398 a month seems like a lot of money.
You gotta sell $410 of cosmetics each month.
While on maternity leave, I can only make 25% of what I bring in a week.
Fine. One-time buy for the stroller is 1 hour at work. Done. Car seat is 140, 3 hours overtime. That was covered.
If you can do your side job 1 every 2 months,
I'd have to do 2 side jobs a month in order to do that.
but you have to keep in mind that
Can I finish what I was going to
Yes.
try and say? What do we need per month? What do we need?
$398 a month.
So we still haven't figured out how we're coming up with this. The only way we can do this is if I work 7 days a week.
Did you have some surprises this week when you checked into your maternity benefits? It's a lot less than you thought.
It's gonna be just a little over $90 a week.
So how did you think you were going to have another baby, support your family, and have your income chopped to less than $100 a week? So this is your house.
Yeah, pretty pathetic.
I have to tell
house.
you, well, it doesn't look much like a house to me.
I was pressed for time. And
Do you know why I made you build this house?
I got a funny feeling you made me build it just to see how much of a waste of time it is.
Okay, it's interesting that you say that, because that's not actually why I had you build it. When you smoke, all your dreams for the future go up in smoke. That's the money you could have been spending on a house. That was the point of the exercise.
Okay.
One of the things I'm very concerned about with both of you is I don't have a sense that you're actually getting it. How much money are you bringing in from your business?
Honestly, I don't know.
Oh,
150
really?
and a little bit more.
Honestly, I don't know how much
I
I'm
don't.
making. Do you not know how serious this situation is? You have one more week to show me that you're serious about this. We're going to go on to your next challenge. This is your relationship rescue challenge, and the reason we're standing in front of a big honking hedge is because you guys have to learn to communicate, or you're going to have egg on your faces. Overspending by $1,900 a month, Melanie and Kevin are dazed and confused when it comes to making a plan.
How are we gonna pay for all of this stuff?
I worry Kevin is only paying lip service to the idea of making changes. No, Kevin, listen. You're not treating them as if they're important. We're talking about your life. Poor communication has left them each feeling like they're walking on eggshells in their relationship. The first time you're throwing eggs to each other, you are not allowed to say anything to each other. The second time you do it, they get to communicate from either side of the hedge, and then we'll see how many eggs you catch. Melanie! Start throwing those eggs!
Kevin's a very opinionated person, and it's his way or no way.
I'm not diving for that.
Until he learns otherwise, not much is gonna change.
6 eggs.
Yep.
Okay, 6 out of 18.
18.
That's about a third. Okay, back you go. Lucky that hit you in the face. Let's see how much better you do when you're talking to each other.
Where are you?
Well, I'll throw one over and I'll tell you. Perfect. Oh, that one was a little short. That one works.
Last one.
All right.
Your turn to talk to her. Let's see how you do.
How far from the hedge are you roughly?
5 feet.
When we switched over to being able to communicate back and forth, we did 100% better than what we did the first time.
As a team, you have the best skills, but you have to work together as opposed to standing in your own corner and not talking to each other. See you next week.
The challenge was okay, but I don't think it was enough to fix our problems.
Melanie wasn't the only one with doubts. Feeling that we hadn't made much headway, I arrived for my final visit with a grim prognosis and a matching check. This has been a hard few weeks. Do you think things are better now?
Much better.
Tell me how things are better.
You're going to be happy, Gail. You're going to be really happy with us this week. I came up with a poster for my own side job business.
Good.
Now this, I took my monthly payments, broke them down into bi-weekly, so I know how much is going out
Against
every
each
2
check?
weeks.
Yep.
We can see exactly where our money is going.
Okay, you're dealing with the black and white of it.
On Monday, I start a new job. That'll be about $2,000 extra a month.
Wow. Do you know what your monthly income is going to be moving forward?
$8,100 a month.
I told you you had to get your income up to $5,600 a month, and you went to $8,100 a month.
Yep. I have not bought a pack of smokes since...
I told you not to.
Yes. And the last and final surprise,
Yes?
a check for
You sold the
$15,000 for
frickin'
my
truck.
truck.
This is like almost too much good news for me.
I was more excited to actually present all the information that we had to Gail.
If you follow the debt repayment plan that I have created for you, you will have all your creditors, except for your family, paid off in less than 10 months.
Perfect.
I totally did not think you were going to pull it off. After I left last week, I was ready just to knock your heads together because I'm thinking to myself, I'm not getting through to you. The most I thought you were going to get was 4. But today, I think we up it to 5.
Excellent.
We were definitely worried that we weren't going to get the full amount. Actually, I was concerned that we weren't going to get anything.
But you know what? That's not all. It's a cake of baby stuff.
Nice.
To celebrate the fact that you are starting fresh. I also have a very neat diaper bag that comes with a $250 gift certificate from Toys R Us.
That meant more to me than the money did. I haven't felt like anybody is excited that we are having another baby. So just to see that one person has showed happiness toward us, that's why it meant so much.
Do not get into this mess again. Do you understand?
I understand.